Lin is actually not that far behind Moon, actually, in the rankings.
Like 100k or something?
I think it might be less. I'm not sure like which are the exact updated numbers, but I mean, if Moon has like 550 or 600s, and then Lin is 100k behind, it means like just a couple good tournaments. For example, Katowice.
Yeah.
The winner of that could overtake. It's a good time to be good at Warcraft 3 because there's a lot of money to be made this year. There's so many tournaments, a lot of them online, of course. Whoa! He just sent a peon in the burrow, killed a sheep.
Yeah. Right.
Was he planning on building there, or what's going on? And it's a very quick tech. Look at this.
It is the fastest tech in all of competitive Warcraft. Yeah. Interesting that the sheep died. The corpse will be there for a little while. Maybe he's just bloodthirsty. Maybe he just wants to slaughter something. He can't help himself. All the adrenaline already in his blood. We got a Farseer versus Archmage opening that shouldn't be too surprising. I think if Lin plays his standard and his very best, then he takes this best of 5 series. The question is, with what does Sock come up with? At WGL, he already showed us some new creep routes, especially on Amazonia. And here, he's going for the green and going for the Shadow Priest right away. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, if you know your opponent's going to play Farseer, it's always nice to have that nice and early. Sock needs to be careful. He's using Militia a little late in his base, and he sent his Shadow Priest towards the bottom, so it's not going to be in the main base that soon to really help out with that. I think it takes losing 1 or 2 games to a creature that blocked your barracks that you had started and didn't pay attention and never really started for you to, after that, start being really careful and respect those critters, because it's super annoying when that happens.
One of the wolves is already down, got dispelled. A little bit of militia usage, but not too much impact from this first Farseer harass. Not
yeah,
even
you don't...
tower. Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, like, not even starting the tower immediately. Just took his time, teched as well.
Yeah, so this Farseer harass is, you don't expect to kill like 2-3 peasants immediately. Like maybe over time you might be able to kill 1, but against a good defense, you're just here to prevent the opponent from mining as much wood as they should be, and then force that tower to start later down the line. And you want to slow down the Archmage creeping as well. Ooh, he's gonna buy the Berserker here, is Lin.
Whoa. That's big damage. That's of course also very expensive, but
I think it's worth it. It's gonna be nice to have something ranged to work with. Like he's facing only footmen, he's gonna have 1 grunt already. He never started a second grunt here, interestingly, so is he cutting that to maybe prioritize, like, I think he wants to start his second hero like ASAP. Actually, he should be starting it now. Yeah, there it is, TC. And I guess he's gonna have enough gold now to start his tech immediately. Look at how early it is compared to the tech of Sock.
Wow, that's almost half a tech. That's pretty brutal. Of course, in this matchup, it's always the battle of the second heroes. We have this established by now. Archmage is prioritizing some HP on the Berserker as the Farseer made his way over. There's no heal selves. Is there even a shop? Oh yeah, there is. And now, Beastry Lodge.
I think he's maybe gonna send 1 wolf in. You want to see if it's rifles or not.
Yeah.
And usually if there is no blacksmith and it's not rifles, that's maybe when you'll make the war mill, because then you can go for Kodos. Yeah, sees the lumber mill, so it's a good indicator it's going to be double Sanctum. Against switch Kodos can be really good. Lin was one of the guys that, actually, I guess he was the guy that really started doing that and being pretty successful at the time.
He's a freaking magician with these Kodos. Like, he keeps them alive for such a long time, soaks up so much damage, always getting the Devours off. You need to be on point with the Breakers, especially, to move out against that. Lin goes for Aura first, speeds everything up a little bit, but it's time for the Pendulum to swing back. Sock for the first time on the aggressive and immediately taking a spot away, moving towards level 3. I like it.
Yeah, it's, oh my god, these Archmage items. I like taking the camp away at the top because you take that away from the TC, but the TC is already creeping a small camp, can creep the Expo immediately after, and because we're not seeing a war mill, I'm thinking Lin might want to expand pretty quickly here in this game.
That would be... He is one of the greediest guys when it comes to tier 2 expansions. It doesn't really matter in what matchup that goes against Undead, Night Elf, now Human as well. On this map, like Human can't tier 1 expand. Sock decided not to go for that. Followed up with a quick tech to just not fall behind in levels with the second hero. And we see the Mountain King coming out. Maybe even contesting the middle already.
Very nicely done keeping that Forest Roach Shadow Priest alive. Because of Brilliance, it's replenishing mana very quickly. Yeah. And that's going to be more abolish that he can work with and get experience. Okay, that Footman needs to... I guess it's worth it to purge, to be honest, because you kill him, you deny the further scout, and then you get the experience. But I think Sok knows that there's an expansion being started right now for Lin, who's looking to secure level 3 pretty quickly here. And Sok is doing the Infi style that we saw during WGL, where you go for triple priest and then you go into breakers.
Oh, the Farseer is just dead in the middle. Gets caught by a Stormbolt, and that's so much time for Sok now. Gets the middle, gets the item, gets the experience, gets the kill. Great mid-game for Sok.
Yeah, it's that plus 14 Archmage. You don't really expect it would do this much, but it does so much damage here. Every hit. This guy hits like a truck. Sok actually goes for Water Elemental level 2, by the way.
And the
usually here it almost always will be Aura level 2 against Shamans, but maybe he's planning on Stormbolting and killing some Shamans with that plus 14 damage as well, and then Water Elementals can snowball. He's gonna get a cancel on that Expo.
Yeah, that's so helpful against buildings that are in construction. Stormbolt makes sure that this peon is not living. This is a wonderful game by Sok. Everything is going in his direction at the moment. He's going Sorceress as well for additional slow, which is something we very rarely see this early. And it's up to Lin to grab the game again.
Pennant of Energy, though, on that Tauren Chieftain is pretty scary. Mountain King is already level 2. He's working on trying to get level 3. I think he's going to have to evacuate here. Yeah, he doesn't have time to finish the whole camp. That Gravejack will be dangerous.
Gets the first heal scroll. Oh, that Water Elemental is blocking, actually. MK gotta be careful. We do have that scary, scary level 2 Storm. Watch a ward up. So we'll always have control of the middle. Almost 50 supply against 37 only. Lin is erecting, or trying to erect this expansion again. Not too
Slows
sure.
one of the grunts. Tauren Chieftain making his way to the center of the army. He has a speed scroll for the chase as well, and there's already a snare available. I'm not sure Sok should be taking this fight here, because he doesn't have any single breaker yet. He went for 4 priests, by the way.
It's pretty heavy. He wants a lot of Dispel against Wolves, Lightning Shield. There is a lot to Dispel. Of course, healing is never wrong. We have the first breaker in, and Militia as well. Is he just tower pushing this Expo?
He's feeling a timing here.
Yeah.
He saw that the Tauren Chieftain took a little bit of damage. He's like, okay, it's gonna be hard for you to heal very quickly. You can't really engage right now, so I'm gonna get a cancel. He might just get a cancel and then fight. No, he goes for the fight instead.
Okay.
When you do that, you're very committed to winning the fight, because if you barely lose it and you push back and that Expo goes up, it's pretty bad for you. But he could just go home technically after that and expand himself.
With that, of course, he also has shop control if he wants to. Just retreat a little, go to the merchant, grab the heal scrolls, grab the involves. He's counting that expansion for the second time. This is a glorious game by Sok. Tower is coming up as well. Canceling the peon once again. And the Farseer is still level 1. Not even Chain Lightning.
Damn, Sok is doing really well. Farseer not even level 2 yet. He's going across the map. I think he was trying maybe to sneak at the shop. Oh, he's going to be slowed. Okay, that's a TP right there.
Uh-oh.
There's not going to be an escape on time, I think. There's going to be another slow in a sec. And there's Dispel. Oh my god, that's even... Oh, okay, so he made it outside of the range of this next slow. Sok's actually going to let that Scout Tower finish as well at the Expo of Lin. I guess it gives him a bit of a scout.
Yeah.
Seems overkill.
Yeah, he might use the Passive for his own expansion. It should be safe, even though Lin was powering up on units quite a bit now. He gave up on that expansion for the foreseeable future. 50 supply for him. Oh, and Snare. Archmage, gotta be careful here. The invul is on the Mountain King, but he dodges the Storm, so everything should be fine. Kodo trying to get out of the Devour, doesn't work. And so this Expo is also cancelled. Another peon moving down, but Sok will see this immediately.
He gets a mana potion, very nicely done. Archmage a little bit at the front. Oh my god, careful. And yeah, magic control finished already. He's about to get invis. I think Sok might just break up keep here and try to fight on his side of the map. He's seeing that there is no expansion going up from Lin, which, I mean, actually he could start right now. It's just that Arcane Tower trying to get a cancel on that. Mountain gets level 3. That's a very important power spike when there is clap level 2. You're gonna want to stumble the Torrent Chieftain and target him with a breaker so that you drain a lot of mana away from him and you kind of zone him out from your army and land some big claps inside of the army plus on the TC ideally.
So he's just a couple of experience points away from level 4 as well, which will then give him the level 2 Brilliance Aura. His inventory is great. He's even going for ivories. So...
That's to expand, I think, right?
Unless he wants
to pull a good old Sky push.
Push it again. Not sure if he should push the base. There's no expansion. Ah, there's an expansion again. Okay. Could go for it for the second time, but... Yeah, he has a decent lead, I think. Ticks all the boxes. So why not expand now?
Yeah, Sok is just richer. He's the one who got most of the center.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a crystal ball. That's a little unfortunate. Already has magic sentry as well. Wow.
He does, yeah. Lots of vision.
That's actually potential to scan maybe where he thinks there could be some Invis TC down the line, for example. I know we're very far away from it, but he also would be covered against Wolves level 3. But yeah, Farseer is only level 2. I don't want to get as ahead of myself as you did when Infi was losing game 2 against Call of Duty.
Yeah. Can you even read the game? Of course.
Hey, no Town Portal on this Archmage, by the way.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but he has Invis, so maybe that's the way to get out. Wonderful clap. Farseer is positioning himself in a way that can chain light the back line.
One single healing scroll on Lin. It's on the Farseer.
He's getting more now, I guess. Yep, there's an Invo Potion, there's a heal scroll. He can withstand this clap a little longer, but there's also a mana potion. Gotta be careful with that. A little bit of a back and forth, but Lin seems to be grabbing a little bit of the lead in the fight thanks to Ensnare, Kodo, Devour.
The kiting has been really good from Sok. He hasn't stumbled in the TC yet. He's making sure that he waits until the Torrent Chieftain goes inside of his army, and then he will stumble.
Did you see the speed on the heal scroll? Like the clap wasn't even almost done, and boom, everything was healed up again. But of course you can spam that thing. One Wyvern in, immediately slowed. The grunts don't look too healthy anymore.
Torrent Chieftain hasn't stomped once.
All right, he can't really get to anything worthwhile. The breakers are constantly blocking. There's the heal scroll. There's the speed scroll. Okay, this might be his timing. But everything for Lin is already so hurt.
Yeah, but he has a lot though. 55 supply right now to 49. He's starting to chase against this army. There is nothing much to counter this Wyvern. Mountain kind of running out of mana. He might have to Town Portal.
Oh, it's also a big
inroad.
You don't really want to commit to that too early. But yeah, that fight was glorious by Lin so far. The Shaman, little exposed. Chain Lightning hits the Sorceress here as well. Only one Priest left, only one Sorc left. But Expo is up. Same for Lin though.
Yeah, Sok actually re-broke upkeep immediately. I think he was really worried about this army maybe attacking into him. If he knew that Lin's only on 50, he probably would cancel one of the breakers that he had producing until now. But no, he's over upkeep. Whereas Lin, I think he's going to be saving for a little bit. The Expo was up way earlier from Sok. If Lin saves up a bunch of gold here and catches up on supply, he's going to be alright, but he needs to replenish the mana pool on his heroes.
Yeah.
How many units did he get? He just got the one breaker in one Kodo, which is about to be digested.
A little bit more experience, level 3 Farseer. Level 2 Chain Lightning with that, and more power leveling on the TC. Is getting dangerously close to level 5. With solo leveling here, this might just be it. Same goes for the MK, level 4 Archmage as well. Oh, both are looking really good. It's gonna be about the control in the fight, and maybe shop control.
Yeah. At Lin, it's gonna be way closer to level 5. Actually, wait, with the Murloc, he's gonna get that. That's huge. Gets evasion. I think that's pretty good against that many breakers and potential hero targets.
Yeah.
Sok on 60, Lin finally broke, he's on 57, he's going for more Wyvern. Okay, it's very hard to have the wood to counter Wyvern here, but Sok actually has enough, so he goes for Blacksmith, and usually, a lot of the time here, you'll see a Workshop and Flying Machines being made.
Yeah, Flying Machines so cheap, so fast to produce, and great scouts overall. You see control magic now on these level 1 wolves, super cheap to do as well. And with that, you can go to the shop. There's nothing left though, as Lin didn't prioritize his own level 5. Very smartly skipping that, went to the shop, got an invul and heal scroll again. And so Sork has to fight with... Oh, he has 1 and 1 invul and a mana potion.
That's a lot of breakers. Even though he can eat 3 of them, even if he does that, there will still be a lot of them left over.
Yeah.
Especially against mana units, you know, like shamans, the heroes, if you target anything, it's gonna die very, very quickly. Sends a wolf that he magic controlled in the main base. And he's looking to open up with some big clap bolt here in a second, if he were to try and fight. Workshop done, okay. He might wait for the flying machines to be there here, Sok. Doesn't have to go quite yet.
Is he waiting or is he just holding this position? It's the best position pretty much. Blocking the entire caster line. If the MK can reach. Okay.
Lin actually came in and used Dust. I think he was hoping to reveal that Mountain King, but he was pulled back far enough that he didn't get that.
Another Water Elemental summoned here. The MK is just waiting. Oh, Stormbolt for the control. Where's the clap? Here we go. 2 Wyvern out. I wonder how fast these Gyrocopters can come in. Here's the Storm, but he dodges the stun. Really well done by Sok. The Kodos move forward. 1 Devour, but that's about it. He doesn't get too much. Focus fire on the gyros is really good though.
Yeah, this feels like a very bad position for Lin to engage into, but maybe he thought like, okay, he's getting flame machines, he's gonna counter my Wyvern pretty well very soon. I need to go right now before he's got that. But that was well defended. Sok being very patient. Look at this. He's shooting the peon line while setting up perfectly, ready to receive this army and TC with the breakers at the front. Look at that Stormbolt.
Okay, didn't hit too much because there's an invul. Now the big battle of TC versus MK. Clap hits greatly again, but there's no solution to the Wyvern, really.
There's no invul on the MK.
He's exposed for sure. Can he invis him? Maybe. TP out to save him.
But he TP to the main base. So re-attacking will take longer. Both players have a shop at their expo. And Lin, if you're Lin here and you expand it later than the opponent and you broke upkeep later, it means that you have more gold to work with. So you shouldn't be the one to attack necessarily. I feel like it's probably going to be Sok that's going to keep on attacking. There's always this weird dynamic on Echo Isle, which thank God players actually attack. But if neither player was confident to fight now, they might just sit on their side of the map for a very long time until they mine out and then fight.
Yeah, feels like we have a little bit of a draw situation here at the moment. There's not much to creep anymore. It's all about the shop. There's nothing available because Lin was once again a little faster. 1 heal scroll, but no invul. Oh, Tom of Retraining, we go Blizzard.
Yeah. That's huge. It's always hard to use that when you find as many claws as he did, but the claws already did their job. And now Water Elementals, they just feel so bad because they get purged, they feed experience. So I love the choice to retrain. He's got quite a few flying machines to counter the Wyverns. There's no Bat Riders. And supplies about even 73 to 74. And he's still gonna stand. This is so amazing. He's just standing there. It's so hard to engage into this. And he's preventing mining from Lin. I had not really ever seen that. I think some people, especially against Elf, they attack through down there. Because you can always get like a good position to fight, you know, with the good tanking units at the front, the mortars at the back, for example. But here, this is really sick. It's really making this super uncomfortable for Lin, who's sending a grunt and a shaman to the expo for a lightning shielded grunt.
I feel like, yeah, exactly. A lightning shield coming. There's 2 towers. Okay.
Dude, the one mortar. One mortar behind the line of breakers.
This is so smart. And if he wants to, he can Blizzard on top.
Yeah, but then he could get ensnared, stomped, and
yeah, you gotta be careful.
TP out. It's better to stay there and Blizzard the peons if they are mining. He's gonna force Lin to engage into him. He can't sit back. I don't think you can sit back if you're Lin here. You're just missing on too much gold, so you have to go for the engage. But this position, how the heck do you engage into this position?
I don't know. I have no clue. What can he possibly do about this? He's trying to ensnare. Raiders are diving deep for it, but the Archmage is just safe. It's nighttime. I don't even know if he can see him over there.
Oh, the Mountain King closed the gap where the Torrent Chieftain was gonna try to get in. That wall of breakers at the front is holding strong. Bat Rider comes in. Blizzard Clap hits so much of this army. There is an invuln for the Chieftain, but he's taking so much damage. He stumbled him. Okay, that was dodged by the invuln. There is no invuln on the Mountain King. He needs to transfer that and TP.
There was a little heal scroll. TP out. Sok with good control. Can he get some damage? Oh, some kills?
If you targeted the Farseer before. Woo. Okay, I think Lin lost. That was pretty bad for him. I think he lost more, but he was able to kill a whole bunch of peasants at the expo in the meantime.
Oh yeah, lots of corpses, indeed. Shaman and Grunt both... Oh, I think the Grunt died, but the Shaman moved back. 69-62 supply, very even. And again, Lin making this quick step to the shop. Again a heal scroll, again an invul. It's always such a battle between them. Who's going to reach the shop first is going to have a little bit of an advantage.
This is sick. Because now, Sok is almost 5-5. Which is going to be just the most insane power spike. And when you have an army with this many breakers, it's like one of the few cases where you're not even necessarily that worried about the Torrent Chieftain getting level 6. Just because the target fire on him is going to be so insane.
Now we have
He's fighting in an open space now, though.
Exactly. That's not the perfect thing to do. We also have a Demolisher to finally reach the backline a little bit better. TC kind of hurt. Archmage is in trouble. Might be forcing another TP. Chain Lightning! Didn't see it coming! Oh no! Sok, you had such a great game so far. You were so smart. And then you don't respect the Chain Lightning. Mountain King has to fight for himself. Immediately goes for the Stormbolt. Goes for the Surround. He has the Clap as well. He wants him dead! Stomp! It's not enough! 35 HP.
34 hit points, yeah, that was so close. I think the pathing and movement of Sok's army was really bad. His Mountain King was trapped between a bunch of the casters next to the trees. I love the choice of instant reviving. You can't afford to just remake your hero and sit back. And he attacks immediately. He knows that the TC TP'd with less than 50 hit points. He's like, okay, it's gonna take you a while to heal that. He has 2 mortars! He's gonna kill the Voodoo Lounge. Can start working on that Great Hall behind. Just got enough for a Blizzard here. And Mountain King is still at the front, he's ready to clap and bolts at ease. Okay, Lin is going for the Hail Mary play. He's going for the Archmage. He's trying to force the Town Portal out. Chain Lightning on time. Invis!
Oh,
there's a dust! And he forces the TP. This Orc army is in shambles now.
Absolutely. This is only game 1 and it's already giving me heart attacks. What a sick match. Lin holding on against everything. Main gold mines. The one is empty. The other one is following now. We're down to one base.
Yeah, Mountain King is level 5 though.
Yeah.
That's usually not good news for the Orc because Clap level 3 is going to do a lot of damage. We're still... the patch hasn't come out yet. You know, that's going to nerf Clap.
The TC is close to 6.
Yeah. But against this many breakers, you know, like that you can't stomp. It's just so hard to reach the backline as well. He's pulling the boys. He's sending in the militia.
Oh!
The police, the Kyung child, the Korean Kyung child.
He's sending everything. Oh my god, what a big yellow force is making its way across the map. Is he gonna fight an open battle field once again? Looks like it. Mortars seem to be safe. He's kind of flanking. Lin only has 1 unit targeted, and that's the Archmage. Goes for the Stomp once again. There's a TP, there's a heal scroll. There might be Invis. Chain Lightning again. Heal scroll first. He won't stay in that fight. Level 5 Archmage has to TP out once more. Quite some exit kills here and there.
Oh, the Kodos didn't get to eat anything. If you would have eaten 3 breakers here, this actually would have been so much better for Lin, because then there's so much pressure on the human to re-attack immediately. But with every Town Portal, I think Sok kills enough that it's well worth it for him to just get out of there immediately after.
So far it feels like it. Always lots of consumables used on both sides. Archmage level 2 Brilliant Source, level 3 Blizzard, huh? Interesting. And he's calling the boys again.
If you're Sok here, you really want to get an invuln for your Archmage, because now, like, you know, Lin has already done this twice. There's going to be a 3rd time. But Lin keeps stealing the invulns from the shop.
He's so good with that. He's always... Of course, he's risking a little bit by exposing his army here at the shop, but he's always getting that invul. Again, in 10 seconds, it's available. And
the Archmage is going to open the fight with Invis. He might not even reveal it before a while. There's only... Okay, there's 3 raiders. That's a good amount.
Oh, the invul potion is up. He could be going for it, but his attention is, of course, with the fight now. AoE damage everywhere. The Kodos far in the back. This clap slows them down, but he counters with a speed scroll. The raiders are finding their targets. Again, Archmage, exactly.
Oh, he goes for the Mountain King. Oh, for the Farseer on the other side. But the Farseer broke out. He wasn't fully surrounded. He didn't have a Town Portal. If Sok had gotten this surround, that would have been a Farseer dead. But he's going to go for the army now. All of these Kodos are already low. Breaker still going strong. The Archmage getting chased onto Lin. He's losing so much of his army.
This fight is unbelievable. It's all over the place across 3 screens or something. Kodo falls, Chain Lightning, but it doesn't do enough. Massive AoE, but doesn't find too many targets. The Raiders wanted to ensnare, but impossible thanks to the Clap, and that's to the Stormbolt. That's another kill right here.
Mountain King is almost 6.
Wow.
He gets it.
Wow. It's almost no,
like, no!
It's almost no casters anymore. Couple of priests, alright. Chain Lightning again, trying to take this out.
He's gonna go for the Archmage again. There is no more mana for a Stomp on the Torrent Chieftain.
The Clap.
Fascia out of mana as well.
1,
Forces
2,
a potion.
3 kills. Lyn is down to 34. It's so... How do you deal with the breakers? You're not. You're simply not.
Yeah, Lyn is in all sorts of trouble. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Archmage again, but there is an invuln. Actually, that should be on the Archmage right now.
Yeah.
625 hit points on the Archmage, 1300 hit points on the Mountain King. He should even transfer some of these circlets.
Mountain King didn't go for his ultimate, by the way. Stormbolt 3, Clap 3.
Yeah, you don't need the ulti here.
Okay, and now he's trying to break this Great Hall. Perfect timing.
Positioning again from the Archmage.
So
Wait,
safe.
he retrain again?
Oh. Yeah. There's not enough Shaman. These level 3 Water Elementals are great. Gets a Raider for free.
The player's forces are under
Archmage.
On his own. Just run,
Cue
run.
Benny Hill music.
Just
That's
not
gonna
dying. Sock takes map number 1. What a crazy game on Echo.
Amazing match, dude. What a beautiful back and forth. The expansion for Lyn not coming up as quickly as he would like, and then he didn't play the game from ahead. It was 2-base all the way through, when usually the org wants to be the first to expand and then play from a little bit of a leading position. Wonderful play here by Sock. And by the way, that one moment where the TC in the middle got surrounded and then TP'd out with like 40 HP, the only reason he survived is because he ate his way out of the breaker surround with the Kodo coming in and then the TC just getting barely far enough away. That was damn amazing, man. What a first map.
This can only get better, guys. Sock taking map number 1. Lyn has to strike back. Map number 2 coming up. 1-0 lead for Sock. Maybe a little unexpected here, but Lin didn't find a solution, and there were many challenges by Sock with an Archmage, with Blizzard. Crazy stuff. Remo, how do you counter that? How do you break Sock?
No, wait. I think you mean we're back at the gymnasium at school. He's got the tracksuit on, the gold chain, the whistle.
Oh yeah.
What does Coach Remo tell to Lin?
Have a more solid early game, prevent the level 3 of the AM, and buy space for your TC. Creep up the natural quickly, get level 3 TC fast, and get that expansion rolling fast. Don't get it cancelled this time. And Concealed Hill, that works out much better, especially the TC creep route here normally a lot faster than the MKs. So as long as Lin has a good early game here with a very disruptive Farseer, he could start off into a very strong mid game.
Okay, Coach. We'll see if Mr. June Park is listening and makes this a series. We load in to map number 2. There we go. And the upper right and the yellow. We got the leader at the moment. 1-0 for Sock, making the Afrika Freaks very proud. And Lin on the bottom left. What does this map change compared to Aqua Isles? Is this any better for Lin? What can Sock do on this map?
Well, there's no Forest Troll Shadow Priest to hire and help you deal with the Farseer, so it's going to be a little bit harder to deal with that. But there is some small camps, you know, like it's very common to do the orange near your base, then go across the map and kind of save that little turtle spot for just militia later on. There is fountains that can come into play down the line. There is the big camp in the center from which you can pull the Ogre with the trick and get try and get like a lucky item, so to speak. By the way, Remo is way too good at this coach stuff. Like every time he's like super enthusiastic. I reckon we need to get him a tracksuit with the Back to Warcraft logo for Christmas. For sure. I'm ready to chip in for that.
I'll see what we can do with that. We definitely need the gold chain and the whistle.
The gold chain with the Back to Warcraft logo and diamonds on it.
I'm gonna grow out some chest hair until then, boys. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, baby. All that esports money dumped into Remo's coaching outfit. I love that idea. Yeah, it's very hard to catch him off guard, right? He always knows what's up and what to improve. It's really annoying that he knows so much about this game.
Yeah. Well, at least he thinks he does.
I know.
I'm one of the few guys that can give him.
Not, you know?
I'm one of the few guys that can give him a hard time, so I need to make sure that I do it. Oh, we got to. Whoa, he's going lab first.
Yeah.
That's super uncommon, actually.
But
TH was one of the first guys to do stuff like this. You do a greedy camp. It was on Northern Isle usually with a Tusker camp. And at the same time, you get an Arcane Tower. So that you send the peasants back home, and they kind of get back to this safety area where they can't get killed by wolves. But now, if Militia expires, for him to pull back with everything will be very hard. Some humans, you know, they just town portal here.
Oh!
No way, he stole it?
What the hell? Yes, he did.
My
The ultra revenge of Lin.
What the hell?
He attacked one time and won the game.
How does this happen? Dude, the Farseer does like so little damage as well.
What does Remo know about this game, right? He's talking about expansions and mid games and stuff. Yeah. All it takes is one lightning bolt and it's over in 2 minutes 42. That's the fastest win in ESL DreamHack history.
Oof. Now we're down to a best of 3, boys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that was I think that's not even too early of a GG. Like, this is your whole early game plan out the window. You're not gonna get level 2 forever. Your tech is super far behind. You're gonna lose more peasants.
I think it's an early GG. He had half a level himself. Like, obviously it's not good, but don't leave. It's not like the item got stolen. He had a greater healing.
Yeah, I can understand it though. Shouldn't he play around that better though? Shouldn't he leave it at like 50 and then attack with everything at the same time?
Yeah, but I think like he's on a timer because militia is gonna expire soon, and then you need to make sure you get that creep before that. But what surprised me is that he put 3 militia on the mud golem on muddy, and then he put the rest on the rock golem. Usually you're supposed to put everything on the rock golem, so you take that out first before the opponent gets there. So that kind of surprised me, and then I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't do that in the future, like what he just did, because now that got stolen from a Farseer shot, which that's so bad. But still, I think he should have stayed. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, weird
Yeah.
scenarios here.
Maybe I'm the one who stays too long in games, you know, like Flame Strike Blizzard in Night Elf against Human on Twisted Meadows. Maybe I need to learn from him. Next time a creep gets coiled and stolen, I just leave.
Maybe Sock is looking for the Infi approval.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He would have had to fail the pull for that, though. get ensnared and lose the footman.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have to do a break after this game here. That was enough.
And next map will be hosted in a moment. It's gonna be Last Refuge. Much like Echo Isles, a lot on that map can come down to the Shadow Priest, and I think it's really interesting to see there what on the top level is the current plan to get the Shadow Priest and the counterplay to it. We've been seeing quite a bit of peon scouting, peasant pulling, militia pulling, AM coming in, because yeah, whoever can secure that Shadow Priest first is off to a good start, certainly.
Yeah, you can really try and prevent that a lot with one single peon usually, but obviously if you're the human, you stay there, you take that peon out, then you buy the Shadow Priest, so there's always this fun little dynamic. The Farseer is on the other side of the map pretty quickly, usually trying to steal the small green with the consumable. I kind of like Echo Eye, like the dynamic on it compared to most maps. I find it like pretty fun. What really surprised me actually from Lin on Echo Isle was how tentative he was with the Torrent Chieftain to go in and start stomping. I think he fully understands that once you're going for the backline, ready to stomp, that Torrent Chieftain is committed. There is no pulling back for him. So he was trying to delay that as much as possible, but every time he got slowed and clapped perfectly to where like Sock was wearing him down slowly in those battles that took place, in particular in the center of the map.
All right. That was a weird map too. After the crazy tug of war, there was just one big pull and Lin took it. We're loading into map 3. It's Last Refuge. Let's see, maybe Sock learned the lesson and is going to be a little more careful, a little less greedy. We have ourselves a little bit of a longer game. That would be nice. Damn, Lin. That must be such a boost to your momentum. But okay. Let's see how Sock recovers after this crazy defeat on map 2. We're loading into Last Refuge. Okay. Sock on the bottom left this time. Lin in the upper right. He, I think, won't change too much, right? It's just Farseer, harass, see what you can do. Sock on the other side. Are you kind of forced by now to go for the Merc camp early on?
Usually you don't creep it. You can just buy the mercenary without
Yeah.
creeping it. Like if you creep it and you get creepjack, it's always kind of annoying. Like you're gonna start losing peasants and stuff. And also you delay your tech way too much against an orc that you know is gonna be creeping already way faster than you. But yeah, Lin is opening with the grunt here this time. It looks like. So he's not gonna be playing the super fast tech that we saw him play with in the previous games. Wants to have a few units. I think on this map there's so many small camps that it's better to have grunts out early because then, you know, they support your walls and your Farseer pretty well. If you want to creep any of those and you have just a better combat capability. And we see the peon already headed out, which is going to try and prevent the Shadow Priest from being bought too easily.
Okay. It's once again an Archmage. So, let's see. I'm kind of shocked by what just happened. Also a big sign that Sock thinks, okay, if that game starts this way, if it's Lin that I'm facing, then there's no chance anymore. Maybe against a Linguagua he would stay, against an Ice Orc he would stay and try to turn this around, but not against Lin. So Footman takes care of the peon first.
Yeah, the peon can make the whole camp glitch sometimes, where it's like you can't really pull it very well anymore. Wow, the footman actually stayed on that peon the whole time, got him, and then got out. Well, he didn't get the XP, I guess, for the Archmage, but now he can still buy the priest. That was super well executed. Yeah. I feel like Lin maybe could have done that a little better, though. But yeah, Sok does get the Shadow Priest pretty easily here.
Claws for him as well. Farseer's moving over, but as he said, creeping a little more, trying to steal this High Priest away for illusions or whatever. Replenishment potion? Well, since he's playing without heal salves, kind of nice.
Yeah, claws every time.
Yep.
It's that streamer loot, you know? Where does he creep next? The Murloc camp?
I think that's what he's going for. Yep.
Yeah, just pull that back. Sok played such an impressive game on Echo Isle. I think if he just focuses on like playing very similarly here for the rest of the match, he's gonna be doing pretty well. But obviously Echo Isle is a very specific map. He had a pretty good start. But yeah, now already having the Shadow Priest, like we see Lin's making the most of the situation. He's using his wolves plus the grunt to creep by themselves. So he's not allowing the Shadow Priests to abolish any of the wolves so that they will give free experience to the Archmage.
In comparison to Echo Isles, maybe Sok has a little bit of an easier time, as there will probably always be invul potions if he needs them.
Okay, the Farseer. Can he go for another snipe?
Nope.
Not gonna be allowed. This one? Ooh, okay, that was close.
Close, but no. Losing some HP here. Wonder if he's sticking around using the replenishment. Yes, he wants to be even more annoying. While finishing
he's going into a headhunter.
Whoa. What?
Players' forces are under attack.
So he made a headhunter, he's going for his second one. So he's going to be playing... He plays with the grunt first as well, so it's very hard to read this, you know? Like, some orcs, they open directly into headhunters, and then humans, they get a lot of footmen with defense. But now the fact that he has opened with the grunts, if you're Sok, you're thinking, okay, well, he's playing standard, he's going to be more grunts. But then no, he's actually going to headhunter, so there's not going to be anything like defense. He's just going to be playing like fairly... Oh, I guess he could go for it down the line, but he's less likely.
Oh, stole it again! This is
low. Chain lightning. He's going to kill a lot of footies.
This is very, very dangerous. I mean, the headhunters are exposed now. He knows it. But he gets a big last hit. He gets 2 footmen.
Wow, the Farseer still hasn't used the chain lightning. He could use 2 of them in a row on these footies and kill like both of them maybe.
Very conservative mana usage, that's for sure. Not a good early game for Sok. He's not getting too much done. He got level 2, but he didn't prevent level 2.
Yeah.
Lost some units.
He got the Shadow Priest early, but it didn't matter. Like, Lin really, again, made the most of that situation with the creeping that he did. Now, Torn Chieftain is already halfway through done. The tech is only now finishing for Sok. And it's going to be the double Sanctum again. Gets the Water Elemental.
Feels like Sok is a little tilted. Like, the series slipped through his hands on CH, and he struggles to find a way back. This should be Chain Lightning. Yeah, big potion for him. Lin stealing this with the Headhunter advantage he got at the moment.
Wait, speaking of tilt, actually, there's still the Casino Warcraft map in to be played later, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see Twisted.
Was it 4th or 5th map?
Yeah, I think position 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But if you're on tilt, the last place you want to go to is a casino, so...
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be Lin's second map.
Farseer getting pretty close to level 3 here. We now got 3 Headhunters. And he's going back into grunts. Dude, this is looking like a computer, you know? Like
yeah,
mixing in every unit together.
Why is he mixing in these Headhunters? Is it?
I think if you just go for a lot of grunts, they just get slowed and they're like kind of bad. Now it's like very awkward for Sok. He's probably thinking, well, do I make Sorceresses or not? Because like if I go Sorceresses, like they're good against grunts, but then against Headhunters, they're just gonna die from the piercing damage. Oh my god, he's creeping the Merc camp without Water Elemental.
Okay, want some power creeping on this MK. Get level 2 immediately. Archmage is creating some space, but Kodos are coming already. It's like Lin is very, very safe of what to do.
This Archmage is actually super annoying. It's so weird to see an Archmage like this harass an Orc army.
Scourge Bone Chimes for the MK, not really a big plus. But okay, level 2.3, that's great. Breakers are coming, that's also great.
Oh, the Farseer.
No sauce this
Surround,
time.
he's gonna get it.
Oh wow, this is not supposed to happen. Trying to fight out with the Wolves level 2. MK doesn't look too great. There's the big potion. Can go for it. Chain Lightning as well. He's just... can he fight out?
Oh, he just
MK!
got dispelled. He just got dispelled.
The Wolves! Could dispel, I guess. TP out. Can he reach? No, I think it's enough.
Oh my god, the Farseer could have run out, by the way, after the MK moved, but he stayed there, so now he had to TP. I guess that did slow down the creeping of the Mountain King, but he had to use a Greater Healing for it. And he has to use a Town Portal, and now he has to use a Clarity plus a Salve on his Farseer. So it's not exactly the best of scenarios for Lin. If he had gotten the kill, well worth it, but no, I don't think it was.
Oh, wow. Hectic mid-game, guys. What is up? These games today are absolutely amazing.
Did you expect any less?
Of course not. It's the DreamHack Fall Asia round of 8. This is the level of play we're at.
Okay, actually, Sok just lost the Priest.
What?
Probably hoping for something like a Mana Stone there, or like some good mana item. Those buy a mana pot regardless, but yeah, Torrent Chieftain coming in. Mountain King is already level 3. He needs to finish that crypt. Oh, the Archmage.
Boy, again, he's going for the Archmage. Might force.
Gets
might
a
be
Zeb,
forced
but that's
into a
too late.
TP. Yeah, I think so too. Chain Lightning, he's dead. TP out. What did he get? Mana Stone. Haha, called it.
Double Kodo already there as well.
Did they eat? No, they didn't. Expo is coming. Linfield's very, very safe now.
And he's getting Ensnare and Shaman Adept training behind this, so he's getting all of the upgrades that he needs. He made sure that he got all the units correctly first.
A player's forces are under
So coming back in, careful, that's Archmage. He does have the Zep, which is probably filling him, making him feel safer than he might actually be. Lands one of those claps.
Yeah, but not too impressive yet. He has a lot of them, though. He stops the police with the Stomp. Okay, Zeppelin is in for the rescue.
Oh my god, Lightning Shield's about to be available for the TC.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, my god. And Ensnare as well. And Brute Strength. This is big power-ups for Lin, and he's doing well in that fight even before all these upgrades.
Yeah, I don't think Sok should have been so eager to take that fight, but I think he probably anticipates there is an Expo on the way behind this. He was like, okay, I've got breakers, now is the time. But Lin ate one of those breakers, went in, killed a lot. Should maybe be looking to pull back now. He does have a healing scroll behind this, and he's the one that's forcing Sok back into his base.
Ouch.
Lin now taking a supply lead, 47 to 36.
Yeah, a big one. And levels are looking good as well. Perch on the Zeppelin, so if there was a rescue for this Archmage in the fight before, not anymore. Mana Potion consumed, but Mountain King again low. Archmage super low on mana. Lin is just speed scrolling out after grabbing some of... No, not some of these items. I thought... Oh, it was a heal scroll, right? And popped it right away.
Yeah. A little bit surprising to see the Farseer go back for one more chain landing like this. Like, kind of ambitious. But Sok now used the Mana Stone, so he's committed. He needs to keep going for the attack.
Okay.
He's probably getting like just mass breakers behind this, and he wants to break through.
Yeah, he needs to kill this Expo at some point. You can't play 2 base, 1 base effectively.
The Orc heroes are pretty much out of mana, to be honest. If you can learn some good claps there. He has magic control as well, so Farseer could only ever use Chain Lightning if you wanted to do something useful here.
That was a big one. One Kodo can still devour. Level 4 for the TEC. Level 2
Lin's split have been good actually against Clap. Look at this, he splits everything. Like, there is never a big opportunity for a Clap here.
Yeah.
He goes in, he's gonna get what, like 4 units? 5?
That was pretty good though. And the TC, once again we go for this Archmage. And once again there's so much damage. And once again there's no way out, Lin! With the Hail Marys going to get this MK as well. The War Chief takes the lead. No way back. GG.
Great game by Lin. Beautiful play once more. With the Shadow Priest going the way of Sok, I thought this early game should be looking good for the human. But I love how they both knew exactly how to use their heroes. There was an AM harassing in the north, but Lin was like, yeah, well, this doesn't matter too much. I know your MK is creeping. He's going there with his own Farseer. Then there was the surround, the battle for the hero kill. Once again, both players playing against each other with everything they got. But Lin comes out a little bit ahead, this time with Headhunters.
Yeah, that was interesting. One grunt into multiple headhunters, back into grunts later on. He just mixed both of these. It makes it very awkward for the human to know exactly like how to counter it, but I guess you just play as if you were playing as multiple grunts. You get sorceresses, and then you have to be kind of careful with them. It worked pretty well. Like, he had a good amount of damage. You know, like if you have like 4 grunts, they kind of like block each other. Sometimes block the TC. They're clunky together. They all get slowed, and then they feel a little bit more useless. So it's nice to have also like his 50 supply is gonna feel stronger with these like skinny guys in the back doing damage.
All right, Lin is on her way to back-to-back semifinals here at DreamHack, and all that's separating him is a little break and one more map. So let's get rid of the break and see each other in a bit. Match points for Lin, back-to-back semifinals would be pretty amazing for him. Sock, he had such a great start on Echo Isles, and then everything went sideways on Concealed, and it seems like he's not really able to recover. At least that's what Last Refuge looked like, and now this is gonna be interesting, because Sock is responsible for this map here. He didn't veto TM, open up the slot machines, guys.
The slot machines, I'm picturing a roulette. The American roulette, the one with the 0 and the double 0 as well. Like massive variance, just chance all over the place. And those items, I mean, how much creeping do we even see, right? Like first we need to see the starting positions. What does Coach Remo think?
I think Sock is really hoping for the Merc Camp spawn. If you get that, you can go for the Shadow Priest early, right? Commit hard to that creep. But a creep jack can always be coming in. That's a dangerous thing about Twisted. If you go for a big camp with Militia early, a creep jack can always be coming. And I'm sure Lin is going to be looking to be just as aggressive at the very start.
Alrighty. Can the War Chief do it again? Maybe recover a little as this hype train was slowing down. This looks different though. He took some time to get into this series. He wasn't playing bad on Echo Isles by any means. Sock was just a tiny bit better. But now he got control, the old school veteran. A very, very rare sight to be seen. Orc versus human on Twisted Meadows.
And it's the non-mercenary camp spawn for Sock, coupled with Orc being close to his lab.
That sounds familiar, Todd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reminds me of a game I recently played against Spiral.
I definitely agree.
And usually if you're the Orc, you scout counterclockwise pretty quickly as well. So you would see that Sock is there, and then you can't really go for the lab early, otherwise Farseer shows up and kills a lot, unless he wants to try for that TH build that he was going to try on Conceal Hill, where you get the Arcane Tower early, you go for the big camp, you get out early enough with the peasants, and you make sure you don't lose too many of them, and you get the camp. But this time, please don't get your Rock Golem stolen by one Farseer shot, because that was unacceptable.
Yeah, that usually shouldn't happen. Okay, we got the same battle of Archmage versus Farseer once again. How does Sock move on this map when he knows where his opponent is? We see a very early War Mill by Lin. Like, Altar Burrow War Mill.
It looks like he's just going to tech pretty quickly, and then it helps with the wood economy, you know, like you always have extra gold and not enough wood, especially on this map where the trees are like not super close. So I don't think we need to read too much into it just yet, but we've seen him mix in some headhunters last time. And yeah, he's going for the scout tower here. And Lin, by the way, is scouting a cross-map position first, so that means he's going to have to make a bit of a bet maybe on where to go first with the Farseer. He's going to send wolves to... actually, he's not even scouting that position. He's just making sure the mercenary camp down there is not being crept.
Pretty good for Sock so far. He's going to see the position with the wolf, of course, but the Archmage is moving into another direction, so wonder if he's still in time. I don't think so.
Yeah, the problem of peons is that they're very slow, right? You can scout one position before Farseer is out, but sometimes not even the second one, so you don't really know where the opponent's going to be. Now Lin's going to get the news that the lab on the left-hand side was crept. He's going to try and get there as Militia expire, and the goal is going to be to kill as many of those peasants as he can, but the Arcane Tower is well on the way already.
This time, all the experience goes to Sock, 300 of them. But the Farseer is here with wolves. That is kill number 1. A little bit of damage onto that Farseer, but stutter stepping as well. This is gonna be kill number 2. No, doesn't want to commit to this Arcane, which is
Can
ready.
he outrun the wolf? Run like the wind!
And deny. All that fight, not worth it. A brutal life.
Yeah.
But okay, level 2. Got the item. Got the Arcane up. This feels pretty safe.
Well, this delays his tech, right, as well.
Yeah.
Like, Sock doesn't have the wood for teching now. He's not going to have it for a while. Look at the tech of Lin. It's almost done.
Yep, that is true.
So usually you try and make up for that by having a higher level Archmage. You know, it pretty much starts with level 2. You want to do a couple more camps. Ideally get level 3, and then you can push the base of the opponents. Like, he teched quickly, right? So he's going to want to get a lodge. You'll target that lodge, but in this game, it feels like Archmage is going to be stuck on level 2 for a while. He's going to have to sell the Rune Bracer, because that's totally useless against Orc. And one thing that surprised me last game, by the way, like in the first game, it worked out because he had 2 Claws and a Circlet, and he did damage. But last game, he still went for Water Elementals level 2 against Shamans. That was really bad, because they didn't do anything. They got purged. He wasn't even creeping with them. So I really would like to see if there is Shamans for him to go Brilliance level 2. I think it's just much more useful. It's the standard nowadays.
Yeah, even on level 5, he didn't go for Brilliance Aura 3. It was Water Elemental 3 or Blizzard 3. So I'd like to see that as a change as well. Mill Tech is finally starting, but Lin is already there. TC, Lodge, you're absolutely 100% right with that. Good scout by Lin. He knows exactly, even on this map, where his opponent is. They're fighting a little for this Merc camp, I feel. Maybe Sok wanted to steal the Shadow Priest, even though we're getting into the mid game.
Yeah, this stage is not that useful anymore, I think. Might be just better to... Like, if you're Sok here, you just want to creep level 3. And then it will help when the Mountain King's out to be able to creep and have Brilliance. But yeah, Farseer doing what he's supposed to do as well, just buying a little bit of time. He sent 2 wolves down there at the small green camp of Sok, but he's not using them to creep. Could have just done the 2 small nulls, but he forgot to use them maybe. Oh, actually, Sok's gonna buy the Troll Priest.
Yeah, he tried to go for that for quite some time.
He gets both.
A little bit more damage, Dispel, healing. But yeah, level 3 stopped.
Because he teched so late, he had surplus gold to use. And he's also been creeping quite a bit, so it makes sense that he would spend that on something instead of just getting, like, 8 footmen. But it's really hit or miss, right? Like, they're gonna be useful, the mercenaries, but if they die, they give so much experience. It's the last thing you want to give to a Farseer or Chieftain here.
It's pretty good to have for creeping, of course, especially the Berserker. Now the footmen all reunite. Farseer still keeping tabs, 50%. Doesn't have to be worried about too much. No Purge, no Stormbolt, nothing. TC finds some time to creep. And there's a Bestiary. Wonder where path leads him. Is it Raiders immediately? Is he going for the Wyvern once again? It's not about creeping now.
Yeah, I think it's like very interesting, right, at this stage, because there is not many like very small camps left anymore, but you can start creeping bigger one. If you lean, I think going for the expansion at 1 o'clock is going to be like one of the best things you can go for a creep on. But he's moving back down, almost as if he wants to fight. Or maybe he wants to get the Merc camp. He just slightly ran past Sok.
It was
going for his burrows.
That is not too easy. The base build is, I guess, pretty good. Has to die for it now.
It makes sense, actually. He has mercenaries, he has Water Elemental level 2 before there is a lot of shamans, but there is already 2 shamans.
Okay, first burrow can't be repaired, or can it? Water Elemental is not putting in any damage, but repositions. He knew exactly that this would be a kill. So Lin is stuck at 40. Can still go for Adept, I guess. Yeah. It's not the biggest deal yet. It's of course annoying, but it's not game-breaking.
Yeah, he got 1 burrow, but he lost like some Water Elemental, some footmen, and now he's being chased away. And Mountain King has 0 experience right now, whereas TC is about to go for some creeping. And Farseer is doing such a good job keeping tabs on exactly where the human is.
Yeah.
It's so good right now for Lin to be able to see that with so much precision. He goes into double priest, double sorceress, then double priest. It's like the old school build. Nowadays, it's usually better, especially if you have injured units, to go double priest first so you can heal up your army. But I guess those sorceresses, they're gonna build up on mana.
Okay, how fast can he use them? Against creeps, they're not too useful, so feels like Sok wants to contest heavy. Is there a peon here? Oh yeah. Lin again with the 40 supply expansion. Kinda greedy.
Sobi Mask. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Slot machine is good to him so far.
Mate, the slot machine is the worst thing at the casino. Like, you need to stop. Farseer being slowed and chased a little bit. TST coming in. As soon as you have level 3, you always want to fight with the Tauren Chieftain, especially because those shamans, they've still been building on mana. Gets an easy purge. And Mountain King's only level 2, and he's not even close to being level 3 here. This is a pretty bad fight for Sok. He has 0 breakers.
Yeah, he has 0 breakers, and he decided to go for Water Elemental 2 again, and it's getting... Oh, shit! Oh, I didn't want to say that. Anyway, this is getting purged right away. That lightning shield is amazing! Put that together with the storm and the chain lightning. Oh my god, it's an utter disaster for Sok! The footmen are getting something done.
He's chasing casters on his own. Kodo coming in. He's like, oh, there's not even any breakers at this buffet.
Oh. Oh yeah, not the best breakfast here. Okay, he's sniping some shaman. That was decent. But Sok is down to 34. Perfect fight. Engagement for Lin. And this expo should be safe. There is another water elemental with full commitment. Maybe you can cancel it once, but no.
It's so funny to see the Archmage just completely outrun the Mountain King and being like way ahead. The Mountain King being like a slug behind, like super slow. If this was one base, this would be fine for Sok. But the fact that Lin's expanding, okay, he sees that there's gonna be a cancel attempt. He's like, hell no.
Yeah.
Starts running for it immediately.
Yeah.
He has endurance to catch up a little bit. Can he prevent that? I think he should be able to. There is a lot of hit points already on that Great Hall.
He's not committing.
And Sok just evacuates. And he runs past a bunch of PNs. He's probably like, alright, you win this battle, but I'll win the war. That's gonna be a TP as well.
Yeah, Lin's favorite game is about to begin again. Kill that Archmage. He does that for the entire series. Well, with the exception of Concealed, I guess. And this expo is
it's a recurring theme in games versus human, I've found.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I love it. Periapt of Vitality. He needs to creep with the Archmage closer, actually. I don't know why he's keeping that back. Mountain King's already 3. Getting Brilliance level 2 is so important.
Yeah, I feel he's underestimating that throughout the entire series. 3 Shamans, so they will be purging the Water Elementals again. Big mana and Pendant of Energy for Lin.
Yeah, this is not fair. This is like really, really sick items. The Mana Pendant as well combos so well with the Greater Healings. Turns around immediately. And there is no Town Portal.
Oh, wow.
How is he gonna exit? Does he even realize, like, why would you attack here? What the?
I think he just wants to get something done. He's evacuating through the right-hand side, but Purge.
He's gonna get something done,
and
right? He's gonna send his Archmage straight to the grave.
Yep, he's sending a lot straight to the grave. It's all caught. There's no way out. No Zeppelin. Chain Lightning gets the kill again. For the 3rd time, 4th time, I don't know.
Yeah, Lin went Chain Lightning level 2, actually. That's really smart. Against this many breakers, you don't want wolves. They're just gonna be stolen away. He's on the chase right now. 60 supply against 43. He's like, you're gonna pay for this burrow you killed with every single unit that you've ever made in this game, you fool.
Chain Lightning again, and it's so efficient. He's trying to slow the slaughter down with a Sork, but there's absolutely no chance. Expo's up, hero levels out of control. Double G's! 3 maps in a row for Lin, and the 2nd semi-final in a row.